Happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. This is number 8 for me, I think. And I'm double fisted again. Only this time there's no whiskey. I've poured myself a Pilsner from this Brewmart uh, Danois style. It's a Danish style Pilsner. And also, I have this. And this is my On the Rocks apple cider. This has finished fermenting. The airlock is dead. The one you're possibly hearing is my red wine going. So the apple cider is done. Finishing gravity, it's about 996. I'm pleased with that. So this weekend I'm gonna rack that into my bottling bucket with a spigot, and I'm gonna bottle it. So this is a flat room temperature apple cider, which I'm gonna taste in a little while. But first, I've been promising to look more at these Brewmart kits. So this Pilsner was brewed pretty much as instructed. You can see that it's not clear. Let's see if I can find a light. So if I just it's a little better. So the color, if it were clear, would be pretty okay, I think. Also, I poured this like 15-20 minutes ago, so the head is really sticking around there for a lager. That's amazing. So let me tell you what I think about this so far. It's very there's not a whole lot of aroma. It's very light, but I do smell the lager, typical lagers, very light smell out there. There's no off aromas, like there's no apple, there's no butterscotch or anything like that. I did do a forced diacetyl test on this one, as per Wixted's method. You should check out his channel. It's Time for Another One. He has very good information about how to do a forced diacetyl test and how to detect off flavors like acetaldehyde and stuff like that. It's vaguely bready, like, or biscuity maybe, just vaguely, but that may have to maybe due to a little suspended yeast still. It makes me associate with yeah, I get a little bit of the yeast. I also get a hint of graininess in there, like yeah, like barley a little bit. So let's dive in. Cheers. So this has been kegged since Friday, and already the yeast is not as present as as I would think it would be. It's very has a very light malt character to it. The aftertaste is quite short, and it's not as sweet as I feared. This stopped at finishing gravity at 1008, which is okay for a Pilsner, I think. Some of them can go all the way down to 1004. So to me, this is a very cheap. This is not very expensive. I believe it's Mountains who are behind this brand also. And would I recommend this? Yeah, sure. It says here to let bottle condition for 6 to 10 days. But I think this will get very, very good with age. Couple of months, maybe 3 or 4 even, would probably produce a better than average store-bought Pilsners. So yeah, I kicked this on Friday, so this has been force carbonated, and so there's no sediment. Very refreshing. Not bad for Pilsner. And is it Danish in style? Yeah. I would put it closer to Tuborg than Carlsberg, because Carlsberg has a little more bitterness to it. I short brewed this to 20, 22, 21 or 22 liters as opposed to 23 also. And I used 1 kilo of beer kit enhancer to this one. So pretty much as instruction says. So this one for a kit and kilo should bring you to about 4.6 to 5.2% ABV. This one is about 4.7, so it's a very sessionable beer. Alright, over to the other fist. This is the apple cider from On the Rocks. I short brewed this to 21 liters. I used 1.5 kilos approximately of dextrose, just pure dextrose. It says in the instruction to use 1.3 kilos, but mine came in 350 gram bags, so I rounded it up to 1.4 kilos. So yeah. So I was off by 0.1 kilos, 100 grams, that's acceptable. So this is sitting at about 7.1%. And this is very young. This is more yeasty, definitely, and it's flat, so it's a little bit hard to get. This is too wide a glass, really. Okay, not too much soap. But there's really no off flavors in here that I can detect other than the yeast. It has some sweetness to it. But I think it's like just the dextrose and the apple sweetness coming on the nose. So let's dive in. Okay, so I'm getting a little artificial apple, like, yeah, I'm getting a little artificial apple, but I think it's going to be a good finished product because this hasn't been sweetened anything yet. This is 996 specific gravity, and I'm supposed to wrap this into another carboy, and then add the sweetener, the back sweetener, to it and stir it, and then bottle it. I'm gonna do that this weekend. And the reason I didn't record a Thursday last week is simply because my wife asked me earlier what would you like for Father's Day? Father's Day is in November in Norway. And for Christmas, I mean, it's not too long now. So I started to talk about kegging and how she's been complaining about all the bottles floating around. And she said, okay. She gave me a budget and she sent me off. So on Thursday, I went out and I got myself a secondhand corny keg, a 19 liter or 5 gallon size, and I also got a CO2 tank, a small one, like a pound, and a nice regulator and a picnic tap. So that's how this was force carbonated. It's not too much left now because I've been snipping out a whole lot, so you guys don't have to suffer through too much video. There's enough bloopers as it is. So that's that. So I think I'll round up this week's Homebrew Wednesday with that. Still double-fisted for a short while, and look forward to all you other guys' videos. Thank you to all of you guys who subscribe to my channel. I think I'm almost at 50 subscribers now. Really appreciate it, especially all you guys who comment. I try to answer as many of you as possible. I also try to go watch your videos, what you're doing. If I haven't been very active on your channels, my apologies. I really will try to do that and to check your channel out. So yeah, have a happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers in 17.